Awaken, beloved soul. You did not come here by accident. You came because the time written in the stars has finally arrived. The year 2025 is not merely a number. It is a frequency, a sacred bell echoing through the corridors of eternity, calling forth the 144,000 souls chosen before time began. The ancient call. Since the beginning of human memory, prophets spoke of a group of luminous beings, the 144,000. They were not chosen for their perfection, but for their endurance. They were the souls who carried light through darkness, compassion through betrayal, and faith through fire. You, beloved, are one of them. Your soul was not born in this era by chance. You volunteered before your birth to incarnate in the densest realm of consciousness, Earth, during its final transition from fear to love, from chaos to divine order. The moment has come for remembrance. Throughout history, these souls have wandered among the nations, hidden in plain sight, scattered across cultures, religions, and races. They were poets and healers, teachers and dreamers, warriors and wanderers. Many of them lived quiet lives, misunderstood, often feeling like strangers even in their own homes. They were the empathic ones, the ones who felt too deeply, who carried invisible burdens that were not their own. Now, the great convergence of light has begun. The sacred seal that kept your full memory dormant is being lifted. This is the awakening of the 144,000. The true meaning of the prophecy. The number 144,000 is not merely numerical, it is vibrational. It represents completion, divine order, and collective ascension. One represents unity, for symbolizes foundation and balance. 12, multiplied by 12, speaks of spiritual fullness, the restoration of cosmic order within the human race. The 144,000 are not a religious elite, nor a secret order to be found in temples or cathedrals. They are souls of light scattered across the earth, born into every land and lineage. Their purpose, to anchor heaven into human consciousness, to awaken humanity from its dream of separation. You have felt it. The strange pull toward truth, the discomfort with the ordinary, the deep knowing that the world is not what it seems. These were not signs of madness, but of mission. 2025 marks the turning point. The year when the spiritual voltage on earth rises so high that those who are meant to awaken must awaken. The quiet years before the rising. For years, you may have felt a heaviness you cannot explain. Waves of exhaustion, sudden sadness, disconnection from old dreams. These were not punishments. They were preparations. You were being emptied of illusions, purified through fire, stripped of false identities, so your divine self could finally emerge. The universe had to silence the noise around you before it could amplify the voice within you. Loneliness was your initiation. Loss was your cleansing. Stillness was your training. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared for the great alignment. The moment of alignment, 2025. In 2025, planetary energy fields reach a threshold unseen in thousands of years. Solar flares, Schumann resonance spikes, and cosmic alignments act as spiritual transmitters, awakening dormant codes in your DNA. These are not fantasies. They are energetic truths that your soul already understands. Each surge of energy you feel, the ringing in your ears, the sudden burst of intuition, the dreams that feel prophetic, are signs of the activation. It is as if the Creator is whispering directly through the atoms of your being. Remember who you are. The veil between dimensions grows thinner. Synchronicities multiply. Divine guidance becomes clearer. And suddenly, everything you once feared begins to make sense, because you are no longer reacting from fear, but observing from awareness. The awakening has begun. The symptoms of the chosen. If you are among the 144,000, your awakening in 2025 will not be silent. It will shake you and the world around you. You will begin to notice vivid dreams that reveal ancient memories or messages, physical changes, fatigue, heart palpitations, heat surges as your energy field expands, emotional purges, sudden crying or waves of peace without reason, deep detachment from material distractions and artificial systems, unexplainable compassion even for those who wronged you, synchronicities that guide your path, numbers like 1111, 1212, 144 appearing repeatedly. Do not fear these experiences. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. This is a sacred recalibration, the transformation of human density into divine light, the gathering of light. By 2025, the vibration of unity will draw the 144,000 toward each other. You will meet others who feel like home, though you've never met before. You will sense a magnetic recognition. I know you. That is not imagination. That is remembrance. These gatherings may occur through dreams, digital spaces, or divine coincidences, because the grid of light is global. The 144,000 are not bound by geography. They are connected by frequency. When two awakened souls meet, their energies multiply exponentially. Together, they form a living circuit of divine voltage that heals the collective consciousness of humanity. This is why isolation ends in 2025. The scattered ones are now being summoned to unite. The war frequencies. Yet, beloved, know this. As light rises, darkness resists. The matrix of fear will tremble before your awakening. Old systems built on control, division, and illusion will struggle to hold their shape. But fear not. This is not the end of the world. It is the end of the false world. The war 2025 is not fought with weapons, but with frequencies. Each thought, each emotion, each act of love or hate becomes a vibration that contributes to one side of the balance. As one of the 144,000, your true weapon is your vibration. Every time you choose forgiveness over bitterness, clarity over chaos, truth over fear, you shift the planetary field toward light, the awakening code within. Deep in your spiritual DNA lies a code, a pattern of divine intelligence that was sealed when you entered this lifetime. That seal opens when you reach vibrational maturity. And in 2025, cosmic frequencies will unlock this hidden archive of remembrance. You will begin to remember your true name in the language of light. You will receive insights in meditation, dreams, and synchronicities that point toward your divine mission. And as your inner light expands, your outer world will begin to rearrange to match your frequency. Some will walk away from your life. Jobs will dissolve. Relationships will change. But each departure is not a loss. It is a clearing for your higher path, the return of the true self. As you awaken, you will rediscover parts of yourself that were buried by the world. Your childlike wonder, your sacred curiosity, your intuitive knowing. These are not weaknesses. They are the tools of the divine. You will begin to understand that miracles are not exceptions. They are reminders that you are the living extension of the Creator's consciousness, dreaming itself awake through human form. When this truth anchors fully in your heart, fear will no longer have power over you. Death will lose its shadow, and love will become not an emotion, but a state of being, a message from the light. To the 144,000, this is your calling. You are the bridges between heaven and earth. You are the keepers of the flame that cannot be extinguished. You are the dreamers who dare to come to the densest realm, not to escape it, but to transform it. The awakening of 2025 is your confirmation. You are exactly where you were meant to be. Fear nothing. Shine everything. The light is rising, beloved, and as light rises, shadows must fall away. This is the great separation, the crossing point between the old earth and the new. You are living through the time that prophets once saw only in visions. The veil is thinning. The timelines are splitting, and the truth of who you are can no longer hide beneath the dust of who you were. The old earth trembles. The earth you once knew, the earth built on fear, competition, survival, is dissolving. Its systems, its leaders, its illusions of power were never eternal. They were scaffolds for a greater awakening. Now, those structures shake as divine light floods a grid of human consciousness. You will see it in headlines, in politics, in the weather, in the collective unrest, a world trying to hold on to what no longer fits its vibration. Many will call it collapse, but the awakened will know. It is rebirth. The great separation is not punishment. It is purification. Everything false must fall away, so that what is true may finally stand. The two realities. In 2025, humanity walks between two realities. Two Earths vibrating in the same space, yet moving in opposite directions. One is the old Earth, bound by fear, attachment, and control. The other is the new earth, born from love, unity, and remembrance. Those who cling to the old will feel chaos. Those who surrender to the new will feel peace. You may notice this division in families, friendships, workplaces, and communities. It will seem as though you no longer speak the same language, though your words are the same. It is not a difference of belief. It is a difference of frequency. The old earth vibrates in survival. The new earth vibrates in surrender. You, beloved, are being pulled toward the new, the separation within. Before the world splits around you, it must first separate within you. You will feel torn between two selves, the self that fears and the self that knows, the self that clings to the past and the self that trusts the unseen. This is the sacred tension of transformation. Do not curse it, embrace it. The old self must dissolve so the divine self can breathe freely through you. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every breakdown is a thread unraveling the false identity you outgrew. Let it fall. Let what is dying die. The butterfly does not mourn the caterpillar. The purge of 2025. During this great separation, a global purification begins, not just of systems, but of souls. Hidden truths surface. Corruption that thrived in darkness comes into light. You will see deception exposed at every level, from governments to relationships. This is not destruction. It is detox. The collective consciousness is cleansing centuries of distortion. You may feel overwhelmed by the intensity of events, but know this: everything unfolding is guided by divine intelligence. Even chaos serves a higher symmetry. When the river floods, it clears what was stagnant. When the storm rages, it purifies the air. So too does this world storm purify the human spirit. The division of paths. In this separation, every soul must choose, consciously or unconsciously, which frequency to align with. There is no judgment, for each path is sacred, but the timelines are diverging. Some will continue lessons in density and control, not as punishment, but because their souls are not yet ready to release the old story. Others, the awakened ones, the 144,000, will rise into a higher harmonic of existence, where fear no longer dictates destiny. These two realities will coexist for a time, but they will no longer intertwine as before. You will watch as certain people fade from your life as naturally as leaves fall from trees in autumn. This is not rejection. It is resonance. Energy that no longer matches your frequency must return to its own vibration. And as it does, space opens to your true tribe, those whose souls sing the same eternal note as yours. The loneliness before union. There will be moments when you feel the ache of distance between you and the world, between who you were and who you're becoming. This is the sacred loneliness of the awakened. You will wonder why others cannot see what you see, why truth feels heavy to those still sleeping. But remember, you were once asleep, too. You were once blind to the light that now guides you. Compassion, not superiority, is your shield. In this time, protect your energy but not your heart. Withdraw when necessary, but never harden. Your gentleness is your greatest strength, and your empathy is your greatest weapon in this invisible war of frequencies. The testing of the heart. The great separation is not only cosmic, it is intimate. It will test your attachments, your beliefs, your loyalty to truth over comfort. The universe will ask, will you choose love even when it costs you everything familiar? And the answer must come not from your mouth, but from your vibration. You will be asked to let go of control, to trust the divine orchestration, even when logic cannot see the path ahead. You'll be asked to walk through endings that feel like death, so that resurrection can find you. Do not resist the falling away. You cannot carry yesterday into tomorrow. Release is the ritual of rebirth, the splitting of time. In this phase of ascension, you may feel time behave strangely, speeding up, slowing down, or even looping in déjà vu. This is because linear time is dissolving as you align with higher frequency timelines. What you call the future is already unfolding within your energetic field. 2025 is the year the illusion of separation in time begins to fade. You will feel guided to the right people, places, and decisions with divine precision. Synchronicities will accelerate. Destiny will no longer be distant. It will be immediate. You are no longer chasing purpose. You are becoming it, the collapse of control. Old systems built on greed and manipulation will weaken. Institutions that thrived on secrecy will be revealed. Financial and political turbulence will mirror the spiritual turbulence of humanity itself. The world may appear unstable, but understand, what you are witnessing is a death of control. Humanity is learning that no external authority can replace the divine authority within. You are not here to save the system. You are here to birth a new one. Each awakened being carries a blueprint of a higher civilization coded in their soul. The moment enough of you remember, the old structures will simply collapse from irrelevance. The light hidden in the dark. Even as darkness seems to rise, know that it is not new. It is simply being exposed. The shadows you see on earth are the collective unhealed wounds of humanity, surfacing for healing at last. Do not fear them. Face them. Illuminate them. You do not fight darkness by cursing it. You dissolve it by shining light. Wherever you walk, peace walks. Wherever you breathe, light enters. You are the antidote to fear, the frequency that restores balance, the bridge builders. In the midst of the great separation, the 144,000 stand as bridges, one foot in the old, one in the new. You are translators between worlds. You show the asleep what awakening looks like, not through preaching, but through presence. Every time you forgive, you collapse a wall between timelines. Every time you choose kindness, you weave light into the grid of earth. Your daily acts of consciousness are sacred architecture, building the new earth in silence while the old one crumbles in noise. The peace that passes understanding. As chaos swirls, your peace will confuse many. They will not understand how you can remain calm while the world burns. But you will know, your peace is not from this world. It is from within the heart of the Creator. You will learn that peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of alignment. And as you live in that peace, you become an anchor for all around you. You become the calm eye in the hurricane, drawing others into stillness by your very existence. A message from the light. Beloved, do not grieve what is leaving. The house of illusions must crumble before truth can dwell. You are not losing the world. You are witnessing its rebirth. Hold your frequency when others fall into fear. You are not here to escape Earth. You are here to transform it. The great separation is not the end. It is the beginning of divine order restored. What you see as endings are only gateways into remembrance. You are the bridge, the light, the promise made flesh. Closing reflection. The great separation of 2025 is not a catastrophe. It is a cosmic sorting of vibration. Those aligned with fear will remain in lessons of density. Those aligned with love will rise into the next octave of creation. You, the awakened, will serve as a connecting thread, the living proof that heaven and earth can exist as one. Breathe deeply. Let go fully. Walk gently. For as the old earth fades, the new earth is born through you.